We are on individual challenge number 14. What is 35% of 80 letters? Number 1. All right, if you've noticed, we've done this on a couple of our challenges, so I'm not going to go through this thoroughly. But remember to do your DP method, so let's take 35%. You're going to do your DP method. In this case, we're going percent to decimal. So you need to move your decimal places 2 places to the left. And remember, of means to multiply. So you're going to get your decimal, multiply it by 80. Number 2. Write and solve an equation to answer the question in the problem below. A student bought a juice box for $1.75 and a sandwich. The total cost was $5.50. How much was the sandwich? All right? So a juice box and a sandwich. And the total was $5.50. So that means it came out to equal $5.50. The juice box was $1.75 plus the sandwich, so I'll put plus S, equals $5.50. You have to figure out how much the sandwich cost. You need to do the opposite operation. So take $1.75 and you'll subtract it on both sides to get the cost of your sandwich. Okay? Number 3. A 60-degree angle is supplementary to an angle that measures x. So we have 2 angles, 60 and x. And then we also have supplementary. We know that they're supplementary to each other. It says write an equation that represents the situation. Supplementary means 2 angles with the sum of 180. So definitely this equation is going to equal 180. And I'll let you finish off the equation. A student is evaluating the expression below for n is 3.7. Okay? So that means where I see n, I'm going to put 3.7. Let me rewrite this equation for you. So now we have 12.8 plus 6. Substitute my n for 3.7. We have 3.7 minus 0.5. Okay? I'll let you finish this. This is PEMDAS. You have to do your parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Don't forget to follow your order of operation. Okay? And when subtracting decimals, you need to line up your decimal. Number 5, what are the like terms in the expression? All right, so we have to combine like terms. Well, I see 3x has a number and the letter x, so I'll put a square around that. 8, well, that's just a number, so I'll put a circle around that. And 8x, that's a number and the letter x. So I'm going to look and see where I have my boxes. 3x and 8x, that is a number and the letter x. So together, I have combined 11x. In my red, my circle, I just have 8, so then I drop down plus 8. Okay? So my like terms were 3x and 8x. Those were my like terms because they had just a number and x. All right, number 6. In the table above, Mr. Fiogra recorded the favorite cuisine of each student in English class. What is the relative frequency who chose Chinese food as their favorite? Write your answer both as a percent and fraction. All right, to get relative frequency, you have to add this and get the total. Whatever you get. So it says Chinese food as their favorite. So then you know it's going to be 9 over your total. Okay, there's your fraction. Now to get your fraction into a percent, you have to divide. Top dog rocks the house. So your 9 is going to be in here, and your total will be outside. Okay? This will get you your decimal. So then you're going to have to do the Dr. Pepper method. You're going to have to turn your decimal into a percent. So you're going to move your decimal 2 places to the right to get your percent. Okay? Number 7. A rectangular prism has a volume of 572 cubic inches. By the way, your math lab code for today is coffee. Please write coffee under your name. Number 7. A rectangular prism has a volume of 572 cubic inches. The prism is 4 inches long and 13 inches wide. What is the height of the prism? Okay, so we know this is our volume. So I'll put a V here. This is our length. This is our width. And we want to know the height. Okay, your formula for volume is length times width times height. So now I'm going to input those numbers in. Okay, my volume, my V right here, is 572. My length is 4. My width is 13. And my height is what I need to know, right? So now I'm going to do 4 times 13. When I do 4 times 13, I get 52. So now I have 572 equals 52h. How do I get h by itself? I have to do the opposite operation. Okay, so 52 and h. What is the operation? You need to do the opposite on both sides to get your height. And don't forget to label your height inches, just inches. Okay? Use the number line to list the order from least to greatest. I think you're good at that. You will just plot them and then put them in order from least to greatest. All right. Mavis is going to college where 1 year of tuition costs $11,000. She received an annual grant of $5,000. She earned $900 per year at a part-time job. Mavis plans to take out a loan to cover the remaining tuition. Tuition will increase $400 each year if she completes college in 5 years. How much will Mavis need to borrow? All right, this is a lot of information, but I will break it down for you. Let me grab another sheet of paper. All right, so I'm going to be working my math on this sheet of paper. Let's see, I'll put it up here. I'm going to scoot this down, and I'll put my sheet of paper right here. You'll see that? This is where I'll work my math. Everybody else should be on a separate sheet of notebook paper. Okay? So, first of all, when I'm looking at my information, I want to know how much tuition is going to cost in total. Okay, we know that tuition costs $11,000, but it increases $400 each year. So let's figure out what tuition will just cost in your 5-year span. Let's get that amount first. So it first cost $11,000 plus $400. So year 2 will be $11,400. The next year will be $11,800. Fourth year will be $12,200 or $12,200. Have I been saying 1,100? I'm sorry. It should be 11,000, 11,400, 11,800, 12,200, and then the 5th year, the last year of college for her, should be 12,600. Okay, we need to add that up. When you add it up, line up. Look at how neat and organized I am so I can see that all my zeros line up. 0, 12 plus 2 is 14 plus 6, that's another 0. Add my 2 up here because it's 12, 14, and 20. All right, so now I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9. And then how many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is tuition. This is how much college is going to cost Mavis. Okay? But she receives, right here it says, she receives an annual grant of $5,000. And she earns $900 per year at her part-time job. So every year she's putting $5,900. So let's do 5,900 times 5. Okay? Because every year that's what she's putting into her tuition. So 5 times 0, 0. 5 times 0, 0. 5 times 9 is 45 plus 4. 5 times 5 is 25 plus 4 is 29. So $29,500 is how much she's going to put into tuition. Okay? So how much she's going to pay off. We need to figure out how much money she's got to borrow to pay the rest off. So you need to take her tuition and subtract how much money she can pay off. To equal how much she owes. So you finish that off. Get your tuition, which is right here, minus how much she can pay off will equal how much she will owe. Okay? I will let you finish that off on your own now. Okay, I will take this away and move on to the next. Number 10. The table shows a bicycle rider moving at a constant speed. Write an equation that represents x in terms of y. Okay, we're in x in terms of y. This means it will be an x equal. Okay, we need to figure out how to get from y to x. How to get from y to x. How to get from y to x. Okay? I'll let you complete that.